Okay, so got some good news for everybody. Around the House has just signed a couple of contracts for reporting companies doing audits and inspections. That's the good news. The bad news is I'm out on the road a lot, and my phone is not able to stay charged. By the time I have the GPS on all day long and I'm using it to actually do my reports, I'm just putting too much of a load on my phone for it to keep a charge even if it's plugged in the entire time. So I got to thinking, what could I use for a GPS so I don't have to use my phone? Well, I could go buy a GPS, but I don't want to spend any money because I'm cheap and I don't have it. And so I got to thinking, what else could I do? And then I remembered I have a tablet that I'm not really using for much of anything. So I got the tablet and I downloaded Google Maps. That way, even if I don't have a cell signal, it doesn't matter. It still has the map in there. So that's all ready to go. However, I don't have a stand or a holder for it to mount it in the truck. Again, I'm cheap, so I'm not going to go buy one. And I got to thinking, how could I redneck engineer a stand for my tablet? So here we go. So the modification that I'm going to do to the truck to add a stand is going to start with this Dickies cup. And what I want to do, put it in the cup holder. So I'm just going to show you guys kind of what I have in mind here. It's going to go in right there, okay? I'm going to fill that up with probably some leftover grout that I have from the last tile job I did. I got nothing better to do with it. I'm just going to throw it out. So I'll mix it up, pour it in, and then I'm going to stick a piece of steel in. Well, I'm going to weld the stand up first, but it'll go, the stand part will go down in here, and then we'll come back like that, and it'll have a bracket on it so that I can strap the tablet in. So it's pretty simple. Mortar, plaster, whatever I got lying around, will fill this thing up, and then I'm going to weld up the stand to put in it. So, meanwhile, back at the shop, here's what I'm thinking for the stand. You take some 1/8" flat steel like this, okay? And I'll cut it to the right length, of course. This will go down in the cup. And then really just quite simply, I'll take some more of this, which I've got laying around, and put some at an angle like that. So it's a nice... Now, you could get fancy and put some kind of a hinge on it, but I'm not going to bother doing that. You know, or some hinge with a locking mechanism. But I mean, I don't have time for all that. I just want it done. And it just needs to be very utilitarian because I got to get on the road and get going. So this will sit at an angle like that. I'll weld cross members on there with the same piece of steel, same type of steel, and then drill holes in it or figure out some way to put a strap on it to hold the tablet in. So that's the basic idea. Here we go.